EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Playoff fever in the air. It's the first of 4 this weekend. And off we go in the divisional round. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. This time it's the veteran Eric Armstead on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. On play action, here's Jackson. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. And he's going to bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick 6 and an early touchdown. You get the ball to start the game thinking you'll score on offense. Instead, they allow the defense to be the first on the board in this one.
So now the question is, Mike, do you allow this to linger the rest of the day? You've dug yourself a pretty big hole here to start, but you've got to pick yourself up and realize this game is far from over, and we now got to get the ball back and establish some early rhythm.
"7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. A first down throw for Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
No, we changed it. 2nd down, Jackson. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. A give right up the middle to Henry. And this will be a short gain down to the 41-yard line. Foye Oluokun with the play.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He'll tuck it and take off. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? Throwing is Lawrence. Open man downfield. That's Ingram. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Trying to use that big body to get the yardage, but he is stopped for no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he will take this down close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Bigsby. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. He'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Once again, it's Bigsby. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
That one on target to Davis. He's got it.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hand.
And he will score. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jaguars move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. He'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. One quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. It's the Jaguars on top. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Here's 2nd and 2. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll air this one out for Watkins. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. He gets it to go, and the Ravens are on the board. It's now 14-7. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's caught left side by Ingram. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. A big play for Jacksonville. And even 30 yards. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. The gun, they're gonna run, and it's Bigsby, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
That one, take it in. Brian Thomas, touchdown Jaguars. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Wes Watkins takes it from the end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of his receiver, Watkins. Now a 3rd and 2. Jackson now. That is caught. shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. Tucker's extra point, up and good. And the Ravens draw closer here. It's 21-14. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. Cavante Turpin on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. First and 10. To throw is Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Etienne. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
He fumbled the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
On second down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to third down. Third down, they go with Bigsby. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. They'll run right here with Bigsby. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On the ground, it's the tight end. And the Jags are going to be set up with a first and goal. Good running. Gets them down to about the 4-yard line. They'll run it here with Etienne. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. A little closer. Here's second and goal. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. From back at the 6-yard line, what can they do on third and goal? Here's Lawrence to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
The kickoff for the Jaguars.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Jackson. He'll air this one out for Watkins. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Extra point try now for Tucker. He knocks it through. And the Ravens are back to within 7. It's 28-21. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
Ravens 21.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st down, Lawrence. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
Here's Bigsby. He'll be brought down after a short pickup to the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Bigsby. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. To throw is Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, here's Henry. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. In motion comes Andrews. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Trayvon Walker, the former first overall pick, in there for the sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Third and long for Jackson. He'll air this one out for Watkins. He's got it! And he's going to take this one all the way. 88 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. Now he's loose again. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game.
Makes the score Jaguars 35, Ravens 28.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. This is Henry. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Back to throw, Jackson. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
Fair catch is called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath.
The ball comes out. One of the Ravens has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Going to go right back to Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete to Watkins. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tucker for the point after. It's up and through. And the Ravens will tie things up all even at 35. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Turpin. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And that'll be a short gain up to the 27-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On 2nd down, Bigsby. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here's 3rd and 7. Lawrence now. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And they will finally get to him, but I think even he knows this one is coming back. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Lawrence. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, 4th quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And That's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
They'll try to set up the screen here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
You want to be a star in the NFL, Mike? These are the high-pressure moments that you can't shy away from. The greats, they embrace it. Tie ball game, fourth quarter. The game is on the line. Everyone in the stadium knows where that ball is going, and I can't blame them.
Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Lawrence. That's taken in by Thomas. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Now a give, but here comes the reverse. So now a big spot coming here. This to take the lead here in the fourth. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's second and 3 to go. On second down, a run with Mitchell. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities, and for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line, and we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Second down, Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
By Trayvon Walker. An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up third down.
Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Gonna need a big play now. Third down and long. They'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Here we go. This is fourth down. From the gun, Jackson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens. He is having a performance to remember. That is 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. This is 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Lawrence. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And that'll be a pickup of 3. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. They'll go again here with Henry. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it to Flowers for the connection. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 34. They'll give it going left. There's Henry. And he'll take this down to about the 15. Now a timeout for Jacksonville. They're second as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this fourth quarter. Second down and 8. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive linemen, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
They'll run with Mitchell. So it's a win here for the Ravens. They will continue on in these playoffs. They're now 1 step away from a Super Bowl appearance. They'll have a tough one coming up next Sunday in the conference championship game. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.
wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law.